shot nearly into the first row.
Josh Gray working left. Now Edwards has a mismatch, passes inside for Rochelle. Hesitated there, but he's able to draw a foul on Malik Ellison.
Yeah, Rochelle knew that Tillman was lurking for the SkyHawks. I think he couldn't believe just how open he was when he caught the ball initially. And that hesitation gets himself to the free throw line. Probably would have had an easier bucket had he just gone right up. But nevertheless, Rochelle gets himself to the free throw line here. Shooting at just over 70% from the line this season is Rochelle. The Nets as a whole, 72.5%. Sort of middle of the road in the G League from the line.
Rochelle misses the free throw, and the Nets still trail it by 1. Cat Barber in the game, a guy who can really fill it up in a hurry for College Park. He'll take it left side, dishes for Tillman, and Justin Tillman has 6 off the bench.
Yeah, Tillman having enough for College Park.
Gray looking for Sharp inside. Dayron Sharp with the flush.
Pretty look there from Josh Gray. That pass was deflected, so the SkyHawks were just that close to getting to it, but it made its way through there to Sharp, and he gets the flush.
Dayron Sharp has more than half of Long Island's points in this first quarter, 13 of their 22. The rest of the Nets without Sharp, shooting at just 3 of 14 from the floor. Cat Barber to the rim for his first bucket. Barber, if you remember his days at NC State, he was one of the best scorers in the ACC and has had a good career here in the G League and overseas since playing for the Wolfpack.
Barber nearly had a triple-double in his last game at Westchester, 14 points, 8. Also had 7 assists in that game. Season high, he had 35 points on the road against Capital City just after Thanksgiving.
Another look there at Dayron Sharp, who's 4 of 6 from the floor. And now he'll take a jog over here and take a seat as Chris Walker comes into the ball game with 2.5 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Not unexpected when Sharp checks out that Chris Walker will check back in. The Nets like to have that size presence for obvious reasons. Cleaning up the glass is certainly one of them.
Ibby Watson has it poked away, and A.J. Lawson is up with it. The reverse layup draws a foul. A.J. Lawson will go to the free throw line.
A.J. Lawson, a native of Toronto, Canada. Just like Josh Gray, he was at the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, playing for the Canadian national team. Played in a couple of wins by Team Canada.
Free throw good for Lawson. 5-point lead here for the SkyHawks. Gray working left. Now Bryce Brown, who's had the hot hand as of late for Long Island. Back-to-back 20-point games. Josh Gray, the scoop shot won't go. And now the SkyHawks will look to push. Watson crosses over down the right side of the lane. Ibby Watson draws a foul. And the fouls really piling up here in this first quarter, Matt. Now 7 on each team. Go to the free throw line to shoot 1 for 2.
They get Brandon Rochelle from beyond the arc, so now 4 of 34 on the season.
Free throw good for Walker, and College Park can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Barber working left, has it poked away. Floater rattles out at the horn, and that'll do it for the first. So a foul-filled first quarter. College Park leads it by 7, 31-24 as we head to the second here at the Coliseum.
With over 200 flavor notes, Woodford Reserve Bourbon is a spectacle for the seasoned senses.
This is your family room / gym, the guest bedroom / music studio. the daybed slash dog bed, the living room slash yoga shanty slash regional office.
How did you guys do it?
And this is the basement slash panic room. Maybe what your family needs is a vacation home slash vacation home. Find yours on the Vrbo app.
At BK, the Italian original chicken is back and in the 2 for $6. Thanks to Pete Newbacher. Crispy chicken, marinara sauce, and melty mozzarella. Because of him. For Pete's sake, the Italian original chicken sandwich is back in the 2 for $6. Pete's way better.
I told you I was going to win.
Windows 11 takes gaming to another level. And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering.
Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised.
Money is power. That's why Boost Mobile finds ways to help you keep more of it, to spend on what you really want. Get 3 unlimited data lines for $30 a month each and a free Samsung Galaxy A32 5G when you switch to Boost. How's that for power? Feel the power of keeping more money in your pocket with 3 unlimited lines for $30 a month each on one of America's largest 5G networks. More power to save.
This week, speaking about the Nets, with a bit of a break in the action, just a span of one game over a 14-day span for the Nets. It allowed them to have a little bit more practice time where the team works on really learning their roles a little bit better because they're so always constantly changing. Things are so fluid roster-wise in the NBA G League. All of a sudden you can go from having a first and no draft picks on your team, and everybody's got to kind of step up and step into different roles, and that's what Coach said he really used that practice time for. And like he said himself, we have a chance to go prove what all that work in the lab has looked like so far. And admittedly from Coach Capehorn, a lot of that has been go through the big man, Day'Ron Sharpe, for the Long Island Nets. 13 points in the first quarter, and Sharpe is going to start the second quarter here on the floor.
And when you look ahead at the schedule, that was really their only opportunity to have any extended period just of practice time. Here a Thursday, Saturday back-to-back against College Park. They will have a couple days off next week before they head up to Maine for a back-to-back. Then it's off to the G League Winter Showcase, and then the regular season portion of this G League schedule begins, and it's a game pretty much every other night through the end of March for Long Island. So a good chance to see if he can right some wrongs here in the early going of the season and get this team on track as we open up the second quarter with a bucket and a foul for A.J. Lawson.
Good contest in transition defensively here by Craig Rander, finish by A.J. Lawson. The strength of the 6'6", 180-pounder, again out of Toronto, Canada.
SEC second-teamer at South Carolina. A.J. Lawson is up to 5 points off the bench. Zagorowski working left. He'll pull up for a three. Leaves it short. Rebound comes down to Jeffries. Finds Seibert. Back to Daquan Jeffries. He'll take it from downtown and knocks it down.
And the Nets offense has really stalled here over the last couple minutes of the first quarter and at the start of the second. College Park able to get this lead up to 13.
And Matt shooting at just 29% from the floor are the Nets as Raekwon Gray can't finish. Sharpe on the offensive glass. Good kick out to Edwards for an open three.
And the Nets had to have it. I was going to say, Kevin, where's Kessler Edwards been here in the early going of this game? And a timely three there from Edwards. Prior to that make, 0 for 5 from the field for Kessler.
And that created by the work on the offensive glass by Day'Ron Sharpe. And Edwards found himself wide open. Here's a good look at a three for Cat Barber. We get a whistle on the shot, and that'll be an offensive foul. And if it's on Okongwu, that is his third. It will be on Onyeka Okongwu.
Little frustration there from Okongwu. Telling the coaching staff, I'm good, keep me in the game. He talks so much about this being his much ballyhooed return after 5 months on the shelf from shoulder surgery.
Sharpe off for Randall. Down to 3 to shoot here. Zagorowski has to heave up a three off the side of the backboard.
That time the Nets a little too unselfish. And Zagorowski left holding the ball as the shot clock's going down.
Jeffries another three, too much on that one. Edwards has the rebound, and Long Island will push. Zagorowski, pull-up mid-range jumper goes.
Nice shot there from Marcus Zagorowski, who we learned is on a bit of a minutes restriction. He's been a little banged up over the last couple games. So the Nets just being cautious with Zagorowski's minutes.
Here he gives a foul on Cat Barber, who will go to the free throw line.
Marcus has really been a steadying force, as we expected, for this Long Island Nets team. Far and away shooting it from beyond the arc the best for the Nets, just under 47% is Zagorowski. Played 8 minutes so far here in the game tonight.
Cat Barber has 6 off the bench so far tonight for College Park. Makes the free throw. (39-29) College Park on top of Long Island here early second quarter. Nets are 2-2 here at home, 0-4 on the road through the first 8 games as Edwards misses the jumper.
I think that's a little early in the shot clock for that shot out of Kessler Edwards. Zagorowski getting called for the reach-in foul. The Nets are really stressing ball movement in the half-court offense, passing up a good shot for a great shot.
Mentioned the near triple-double for Barber in the last game for College Park. Her 4-point loss at Westchester.
That game the other night, SkyHawks trailed by as many as 18 in the third quarter. But they showed some resolve in that game. They got the lead down to 6 heading into the fourth. And they were down 5 with just over a minute to go in that game. But College Park still looking for that first win. Off to a good start here tonight on Long Island.
Okongwu on the offensive glass. And Josh Gray on the other end draws a foul.
So far here in the first half, Gray seemingly getting to the cup at will. Hasn't been able to finish too many of them, but here he gets himself to the free throw line.
Josh Gray made his return on Saturday at Delaware from a stint with Team USA in the AmeriCup qualifiers. Played in both games for the Americans and now back with Long Island, something we talked about a lot a couple of weeks ago. Very proud experience for Josh Gray. Was very proud to be a part of that team. And now back here getting settled with Long Island as Seibert knocks down the jumper.
Team USA split those games in Mexico. They had a close win over Cuba, and then they lost to the host Mexican team the next night. But fear not, still plenty of FIBA qualifying action to go as Team USA tries to qualify for the tournament that's still a little less than 2 years away.
Gray with a steal inside, but he can't finish. Sharp again on the offensive glass. Finds Randall around the defense. Can't finish, and Okongwu has it. 3 tries on that possession for Long Island. Couldn't get any to drop. Now Seibert, a quick trigger 3. Okongwu again on the offensive glass. Count it and 1 for Onyeka Okongwu.
And the College Park bench loves that one from Okongwu. Just skying to grab the rebound over Day'Ron Sharp, which is no small task. And then the wherewithal to put it back up, get himself to the free throw line. And emphatic offensive rebound and 1 for Okongwu.
Okongwu, you see it nearly a double-double already in just 8 minutes, as he was on the bench early with 2 fouls, and he's starting to find his groove in his first game back in 5 months. Randall, a straightaway 3, rattles out. Nets are just 2 out of 11 from downtown.
And they shot it so well the other night from beyond the arc on the road at Delaware. Just has not transferred over to tonight.
And jumper won't go for Jeffries. And when you look at the differences in shooting percentage, Nets are really lucky to only be down 14 here. They're shooting at just 27%, while College Park is at 55% from the floor, nearly double the percentage here in the early going as we get a timeout on the floor and we'll do the same. 45 on top of Long Island, 7 and change to play second quarter.
Look for the bare necessities. Oh, hello, friend. Right after Blue sung those words, I watched Barca take down Real Madrid. Later on, I'm watching all the drama go down on Love Island. That's live streaming the Disney Bundle. You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for only $13.99 a month. Because streams this amazing are meant for everyone to enjoy. You're a good stream, aren't you? The Disney Bundle. It's streaming at its best.
Wait, is that a baby on the field? Defensive linemen are playing peekaboo.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Harris is off to the races.
But we could all use more ways to save.
Touchdown!
Hilton, Carl Place, Garden City, New York, ideally located in Carl Place, New York, just 4 miles from Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum, 17 miles from JFK, and 18 miles from LaGuardia. Settle into a comfortable studio, 1 or 2 bedroom suite with home-like amenities, including a full kitchen. Enjoy a hot full breakfast each morning and an evening social Monday through Thursday. We offer a 24-hour on-site convenience store, fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi. It's all you need to make yourself at home.
The Nets struggling from the field, just 26% for the game, 2 of 11 here to start the second quarter. The Nets have been ice cold, and we touched on it. Josh Gray, the Nets point guard, has just consistently got himself to the rim and just hasn't been able to get anything to fall, just 1 of 7 from the field. So the Nets offensively are getting what they want most of the time. It just hasn't fallen for Long Island.
And Matt, they're 9 of 34 from the floor, but if you remove Daron Sharp's 4 out of 6, they're 5 of 28, the rest of the team. Really has been a struggle, just 2 of 11 from downtown. They've gotten to the free throw line, but so has College Park, and really it's about efficiency and knocking down some shots here to try to cut into this deficit.
And over the first 3.5 minutes here in the second quarter, College Park doing a good job of containing Daron Sharp. He had 13 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored here in the second.
Edwards facing up. Kicks out for Josh Gray. Inside for Walker, couldn't handle the pass.
Not a bad look from Gray. Walker tried to rein it in with one hand, lost it out of bounds.
Johnson, he'll take the free throw line jumper, knocks it down. Easy 2 there for Jalen Johnson.
You know, you watch this College Park quarter plus, hard to figure that they are 0-8, the only winless team in the G League.
Walker, hop step inside, a little bit wild there from Chris Walker. And Nets continue to struggle on the offensive end. Cooper had the hot hand early. He'll kick out. Jeffries in the corner, leaves the 3 short. Josh Gray has the rebound. But he turns it over. Here's Jeffries right back to the rim. Second try goes for Daquan Jeffries.
And if that, Kevin, isn't this Long Island Nets season in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Getting the rebound, Josh Gray passing it out in transition, hits the rim on his own basket. And College Park gets another bucket to go up 18 here in the second quarter from the Coliseum.
I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like insurance agency help you with homeowners insurance. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Bundle and save even more at geico.com.
When we give from our hearts, it unwraps how we feel. All that they imagine is suddenly real. They believe in their magic to build bigger things. Soar to new places as an adventure begins. Because a gift has the power to take them further than before. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
Fighting in the cage commands bravery. It requires hard work and belief. Above all else, it demands preparation. And when Dustin Poirier and Amanda Nunes prepare for their fights, they reach for Celsius. Celsius gives you the essential energy you need to push harder than yesterday. Celsius, essential energy. Live fit.
The most graduated. Welcome to the world's most G League.
We're back underway about midway through the second quarter. It is College Park leading Long Island 49-31. Kevin Dexter, Matt Estrich here with you. Thanks for making us a part of your Thursday evening as the Nets turn it over. Though it's last off of College Park here, the officials say it was tipped on the pass from Justin Jackson, and Long Island will keep it.
I thought I saw that one going off of the net, so maybe Long Island catching a break right here, retaining possession. 6 seconds on the shot clock, so we'll see what the Nets draw up here. Nets desperately need a bucket.
Edwards from downtown, Kessler Edwards, it's a long two, and the Nets finally snapping this long drought.
And the Nets need somebody else other than Day'Ron Sharp to step up here offensively, and Kessler Edwards would be the logical answer to that.
Another long two. This one is off the mark from Jeffries.
Jeffries has had a couple good looks from three. Hasn't had a whole lot of them go down.
Sharp on the offensive glass. Kick out for Edwards from three this time. It's short and rolls out of bounds. Will be College Park basketball.
Maybe a case of Kessler on that three ball. He short-armed it for sure.
Can you hear me?
Barely hit the rim.
There's some confusion on
substitution question here for the SkyHawks. It's been straightened away. That's going to pick up some pressure here, trying to force the issue against the SkyHawks. Not a bad idea for Long Island. Mix it up a little bit, try to get something going.
Cooper, the lob for Johnson, can't finish, and there's a foul. Raekwon Gray pulled down the jersey there of Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson got up on that lob. I think he hit his head on the backboard in the process.
See if we can get a replay of that. Would be like to see if he did. I think you're right, Matt. He might have, as he went up top there and got pulled down, was pleading for the foul and got the call. Makes the free throw to Jalen Johnson, and it is an 18-point lead for College Park, 51-33.
Johnson up to 6 points, go along with 3 rebounds.
Sharp, hook shot won't go.
And Sharp got away with the travel, shuffled his feet on the turnaround on the spin.
And Steve Gansey right in front of us, the head coach for College Park, was pleading for it, did not get the call, but Sharp missed anyway.
About Sharp guarding Cooper.
And Cooper knocks down the three over the big man.
Yeah, good recognition there by Sharif Cooper. Definitely noticing the mismatch there with Day'Ron Sharp extended from the paint area.
And a nice pass there by Sharp. Randall couldn't handle it, and he stepped on the baseline out of bounds. So College Park will take over.
And it has been a slog offensively for the Nets as Sharp checks out. Brandon Rochelle back in. The Nets have just really not gotten anything going here. Down by 21 with just under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Cooper. Now Watson back up top to Cooper. He'll get a screen here from Tillman. Cooper takes it baseline, gives it up to Rochelle. 2-on-1 here for the Nets. Bryce Brown keeps it himself, has it blocked out of bounds. Nets will keep it. It was Watson there with a good defense.
Yeah, great transition contest there by Ibi Watson, not conceding anything to the Nets, even though they had a 2-on-1. Excellent defensive possession for the Nets, by the way.
Bryce Brown, corner three, too much on it. Rebound tracked down by Rochelle. And we get a whistle. And the shot clock reset there, even though the shot from Bryce Brown did not hit the rim.
Bryce Brown seeing his first action since that unfortunate turnover he had in the first quarter. We talked about how Brown has really been a standout for the Nets over the last 2 games. A couple 20-point efforts out of him. A little out of sorts here in the first half tonight.
Here is Brown. Now Craig Randall, 3 to shoot. Randall in the paint, the floater off glass.
That's a tough, gutsy bucket there by Craig Randall. The whole gym knows the shot clock is winding down. They know that Randall's the guy, and he still gets to go over a couple of big guys there for College Park.
Jalen Johnson, fall-away jumper off the mark. Nets will push it up ahead again. Here's Randall. Back-to-back. Craig Randall can't finish, but draws a foul.
And that's been the kind of player that Craig Randall has been lately for the Nets, a spark plug off the bench. One of the pleasant surprises for the Long Island Nets here in this showcase portion of the season. Randall making the team as a local tryout player. And he's really distinguished himself as late, coming off a 16-point, 6-assist effort in the loss over the weekend at Delaware.
And we've talked to Adam Caporn about Craig Randall on multiple occasions, asking him, have you been surprised at the impact that he has made as a local tryout player? And Coach Caporn very bluntly saying, no, we knew he was good. we knew he was good all along. We knew he was a player, and he has come in and made a really nice impact. First off the bench, and now starting the last couple here for the Nets.
Seems like a guy who has a chip on his shoulder, plays with a certain attitude, certain feistiness that the Nets, frankly, seem to lack at times. And a guy like Craig Randall comes in. Brandon Rochelle is another guy who kind of fills that role for the Nets. When this team needs a little kick in the pants, it seems like those two guys have been reliable spark plugs. And Craig Randall really the only guy here in the first half showing a lot of fight for this Long Island Nets team.
Well, Jalen Johnson at the free throw line here. Misses the free throw. Raekwon Gray the rebound. And we'll see if the Nets can get anything going on offense here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Bryce Brown down. Timeout, Steve Gansey. Bryce Brown knocks it down from 3, and the Nets back within 14 here late in the second quarter. It is a 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it here, Kevin. Good to see Bryce Brown there. Struggled at times here in the first half. But Kevin, a shooter has to have a quick mechanism to forget.
Yeah.
Don't have a long memory.
A short memory.
Yeah,
that's what you were looking for.
A short memory.
You made that sound a lot more complicated.
So much more complicated than it had to be, but thankfully you knew what I was trying to get at. And good to see Bryce Brown there pulling the trigger, no hesitation. And the Nets are going to need that if they're going to claw back into this game, which they've done a pretty good job here, getting it down to 14 at the 3-minute mark. We talked about what he's done lately, that 23 at Delaware, 20 against Westchester. He's definitely not shy when it comes to shooting it. 12th in the G League, 67 attempts. Obviously number 1 here on the Long Island Nets, and he's been the main catalyst for the good shooting from beyond the arc for the Nets lately, shooting it at 50% from deep over the last 3.
We'll see if that gets the Nets going here, gives them a bit of a spark as they really have struggled to shoot it. Here's Brown on the defensive end, thought he had a steal on Barber, but instead called for the foul. And with College Park in the bonus, it'll be Cat Barber to the free throw line.
I like the idea there from Bryce Brown. When you're chasing 14 points before halftime, you can definitely gamble at times.
Free throw rattles home for Barber, and back to a 16-point lead for College Park. Brown up top for Randall. He'll take it baseline, kick out. Brown in the corner, another for Bryce Brown.
The Nets looking for that second option, particularly with this second unit that's on the floor right now. If it isn't Day'Ron Sharp, who's it going to be? And Bryce Brown, after a shaky start, looking like he wants to be that guy, as Brandon Rochelle almost picks the pocket right there.
Ellison spinning in the lane, knocked away, and Raekwon Gray is down with it. Zagorowski pull-up transition three. That would have helped.
Yeah, good idea from Zagorowski. The Nets had numbers as Ellison was slow getting back on defense.
Johnson inside, turning in the lane. It is Tillman who's really given College Park some nice minutes off the bench.
Yeah, Tillman had an exemplary first quarter. A little bit quieter here in the second.
8 points now for Tillman on 4 of 5 from the floor. Zagorowski working left. Up top for Gray. Now Randall, the pump fake. Down to 4 to shoot. Raekwon Gray down low, beating the shot clock buzzer.
That's the kind of possession that the Nets are looking for, that they had in mind. Unselfish play, good passing, excellent ball movement. And Raekwon Gray able to get the bucket just before the shot clock expires.
Now Brandon Rochelle has been given a technical foul. As he was called for a foul, did not like it. The personal was his 4th. And then he's been given the technical as well. And Watson will go to the free throw line here to shoot for College Park.
It's been a frustrating 9 minutes for Brandon Rochelle. 3 points and 4 personal foul.
That was a technical for 1 point, right?
It was Watson who shot the technical.
First one was 1 for 1, right? Yes, first one was the technical. Now it's 1 for 2.
And now Jalen Johnson will shoot 1 for 2. And Bryce Brown down with the rebound.
Johnson's missed his last couple free throws for College Park, helping keeping the Nets in the game.
Raekwon Gray, kick out. Randall from downtown, off the mark. Nets 5 out of 18 from deep. They've gotten some good looks and better looks, really, as this second quarter has moved along. Just have not been able to knock them down with enough consistency. In the lane, it is Tillman. Offensive rebound, Barber flew in there to grab it. Can't finish, knocked out of bounds. And will stay College Park basketball.
Good hustle from Cat Barber and College Park.
Oh, check that. It's going to be Long Island basketball.
I think the initial call was College Park ball, and then the referees overturned it, giving it to the Nets. Nevertheless, Cat Barber, shortest guy on the floor, doing a good job getting that offensive rebound for the SkyHawks.
2-for-1 opportunity here for Long Island inside the final minute of the half. Zagorowski to the rim, swatted away by Ellison. 8 on the shot clock. Raekwon Gray will go to the rim, can't finish. Edwards on the follow. The foul was on the try from Gray, so that will not count from Kessler Edwards, though it looked pretty. And Raekwon Gray will shoot 1 for 2. Raekwon Gray, 4 points, 6 rebounds, misses the free throw. And College Park will have it here, about a 3-second difference between shot and game clock in the half. Barber down to 3 to shoot. Shot clock at 1. Barber does not get it off in time. And I'm not sure if he was aware of the shot clock winding down there. Looked like he was just looking at the game clock, and the shot clock had expired beforehand. You're going to put 3.9 on the clock. All right, so it's going to be 3.5 now. On the clock, Edwards throws it in for Raekwon Gray. Down to 2. Gray, kick out. Zagorowski at the horn for 3, left it short. Good look for Marcus Zagorowski from downtown. Could not knock it down, and that pretty much sums up the first half for Long Island. Could not get much going on the offensive end, and they trail it by 14 at the break, 59-45. We'll send it sideline where Matt is standing by with Long Island assistant coach James May. Matt?
Coach, looked like the offense got going a little bit better there towards the end of the second quarter, particularly once Bryce started making a couple threes. How did you like how they kind of evolved there as the half went on?
We did a better job. College Park has a very disciplined defense. They did a good job rotating and taking things away. We didn't make good reads at the beginning. We weren't aggressive to the paint, getting our kickouts like we need to, and we struggled. Finally, at the end, we started to play more as a team, and we got better shots, and we made some.
They got a lot of playmakers on offense. What's your message to the guys? Kind of slow them down a little bit, get back in this game.
We just got to stay in front of the ball. We have to stay in front of the ball. We have to load heavy, try to protect the paint. Right now, we're giving them too many different options. We have to try to limit some of their options and try to capitalize with transition.
Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck in the second half. All right, it is a 14-point lead for the College Park SkyHawks here as we head to halftime at the Nassau Coliseum. When we return, we sit down with rookie Brandon Rochelle, a athlete of many talents. You'll see that coming up when we return to the halftime show at the Coliseum.
We can't help you with your passion for ceramics, or macrame, or wood carving. But we can provide you with relevant insights, focused guidance, and investing knowledge to help you shape the retirement you want. At T. Rowe Price, we know retirement, not crafting. Get insights for retirement investing today at troweprice.com.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club is the wonderfully marinated and juicy chicken breast. The marinade actually reminds me of my mother's cooking. You know, marinades, usually they take time, and you can tell that it was put together with love.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Corinne Marie, I got you some stuff for your new laptop. Power station dongle and a hotspot.
Dad, why?
Because I know about technology stuff.
Okay, well, have you ever heard of Wi-Fi 6, touchscreen, super long-lasting battery life? Because this has all of that.
But I knew, you know what? I knew that. Actually, this is stuff for my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I was just quizzing you.
Okay.
You passed, by the way.
Want a laptop that has it all? That's Intel Evo.
Nah, this right here, this is the NBA G League. The world's most game-recognized game league. The most groundbreaking league. Most get-that-weak stuff out league. The most graduated league. Welcome to the world's most G League.
Well, this is the first of a back-to-back for Long Island and College Park. They'll play here again on Saturday night, another 7 o'clock start before heading to Maine for a back-to-back on the 16th and 17th, and then sandwiched in there, you don't see it on the graphic, a trip to the G League Winter Showcase coming up after that before the regular season portion of this G League schedule begins on the 27th of December at Wisconsin. Well, Brandon Rochelle has been a spark plug off the bench for the Long Island Nets here in his first year pro in the G League. Matt caught up with him to learn a little bit about the background of Brandon Rochelle.
When the Long Island Nets gathered for preseason workouts and then training camp, there was one player who consistently stood out. Undrafted rookie Brandon Rochelle out of Tulsa immediately caught the eye of head coach Adam Caporn.
Well, I think the thing that stood out to me at that moment is that he was a consummate professional. He came to camp in great shape, did the work, was doing extra, competed every session, and his level of athleticism just makes him a problem to deal with on both ends.
I appreciate it a lot. You know, I always want to come in and just give it 100% and, you know, just be a dog, be who I am, and continue to show my improvement every day. And, you know, I feel like I've done a good job of it, and I still feel like I got a long way to go.
And Rochelle has kept that momentum going in his first 8 games as a pro. Either as a starter or a spark plug off the bench, his 12 points and 7 rebounds a game have been a reliable piece of the Nets' rotation.
To be that energy guy, be that leader on the defensive end, and, you know, a game changer. You know, I feel like that's something I always carry with me to every place I've been, and just being somebody that come in and change the game immediately. You know, I just want to continue to do that.
He's a guy that can make crazy plays. I've seen him make some layup go in, but he brings energy every night. Toughness, hustle, like defense. He brings a lot of different things, versatility.
When talking about that versatility, it shouldn't be surprising to know that Brandon Rochelle was once a big-time football recruit, too. All it took was one standout season in high school in his native Louisiana. LSU, TCU, and Miami, among others, came calling.
Great football player, the best.
Nah, he never told me that. I think he lied a little bit, but he never told me that.
Yeah, I bring it up every once in a while. One of these days, I'm gonna turn my highlights on. You hear me? Put the highlights on in the locker room, just have it rolling. 'Cause I got a little YouTube mix.
Great confidence, great person. I mean, he's just a great guy to have on the team. We're really thankful to have him, and he makes us all better.
When you think of an airline, you think of the...
I told you I was going to win.
With Windows 11, gaming performs to another level.
Let's go!
And when it comes to streaming movies, we haven't really experienced any buffering. It's so cool that we'll have access to movie theater level quality pretty much anywhere. Seeing it load up that quick, I was genuinely surprised. I can't believe there's no lag. I didn't realize how bad you were until I got these really good graphics.
Feel stuck with your finances? Move your money to SoFi and feel what it's like to get your money right.
I jump up on the stage and do my money dance. I throw some money up and watch the money land. I do my money dance. I do my money dance. Jump up on the stage and do my money dance. Money dance.
Move your money to SoFi. Download the app and get your money right.
I do my money dance.
This is your home. This is your family room / gym, the guest bedroom / music studio, the day bed / dog bed, the living room / yoga shanty / regional office.
How did you guys do it?
/ classroom. And this is the basement / panic room. Maybe what your family needs is a vacation home / vacation home. Find yours on the Vrbo app.
It's the most joyous time of the year.
Especially at T-Mobile.
Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus.
And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers. Like me. Back to you.
Hey.
Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile.
Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. Only at T-Mobile.
Complete nutrition made simple. Simple. It's for those of us looking for one thing, with all the best things. 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. One scoop, one glass. Comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition, made for just about everybody. AG1 by Athletic Greens. Welcome to Essentialist Nutrition.
Why give a gift they'll never use? This season, give them one they can use again and again. After washes, of course. Show you care with underwear from Fruit of the Loom.
Meet Tempo, the home gym with a built-in personal trainer. Tempo helps you maximize every workout with custom plans and real-time feedback on your form. Powered by 3D Vision, Tempo is the interactive technology that trains you. With thousands of workouts, including strength training to cardio, yoga, boxing, and more. Get ready to discover what you're truly capable of. Tempo. Find your strength.
You ready?
Whoa, hang on. What just happened?
When I shut that spell down, we started getting visitors.
Looks like we got competition.
I promise I'll fix this.
Exclusively in movie theaters December 17th. Rated PG-13.
Some hesitate when faced with a decision, but not you. Introducing the 2022 Telluride Nightfall Edition.
When we give from our hearts, it unwraps how we feel. All that they imagine is suddenly real. They believe in their magic to build bigger things. Soar to new places as an adventure begins. Because a gift has the power to take them further than before. What we value most shouldn't cost more.
Someday, you'll catch the perfect wave. With an average of $550 worth of benefits to enjoy during your stay at fine hotels and resorts properties, Sunday can be any day you want. One of the many reasons you're with Amex Platinum.
It's the winter jewelry sale. Get 25% off everything. This is how we shine. At Zales, the diamond store.
You date like you aren't 22 anymore. Like, emotionally mature is kind of hot to you now. And 6 texts sent back-to-back is totally cool. You date like your experiences, relationships, they haven't just made you you, they've made you interesting. Young love was great, but dating as a fully formed, emotionally mature human?
This time, everybody has a shot. Welcome to a new time. Anyone's time.
Point lead for the College Park SkyHawks over the Long Island Nets here at halftime as we get set to begin the third quarter. Welcome courtside alongside Matt Estrich. I'm Kevin Dexter. Thanks again for making us a part of your Thursday evening. Matt, that was a really uneven first half for Long Island. There were some good moments early, but really struggled on the offensive end, and College Park took control in the second quarter.
And Kevin, we told you at the start of this game, don't look at College Park's record. 0-8, the only winless team in the G League. Don't believe it. This is a lot of really good players. And the Long Island Nets, they got a taste of that early on. The offense for the Nets We were singing their praises after the game at Delaware. Well, so far, that hasn't really carried over. The Nets have been ice cold from beyond the arc, and it's been a real slog getting anything going on the offensive end. Got to look at some first-half highlights and a guy that a lot of College Park fans were looking to see, Onyeka Okongwu with 8 points, 8 rebounds in his return after 5 months rehabbing from shoulder surgery. How about Sharif Cooper, the two-way player? He leads all scorers, 14 points, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. It was a great first quarter for that guy, Day'Ron Sharp, 13 points in the first half, but all of them coming in the first quarter. It seems like College Park really figured out how to slow down Day'Ron Sharp, and they realized that he was the focal point of the Nets offense in the first quarter. They slowed down Sharp, and the Nets really struggled there at the start of the second quarter, though they did pick things up there as the first half came to a close, but down 14 here. As we head to halftime here, the halftime stats, we mentioned Cooper with those 14 points, Okongwu with 8 to lead College Park. For the Nets, it's been Day'Ron Sharp, those 13 points. Again, all coming in the first quarter. Kessel Edwards has been quiet, only 1-3 for him. He has 5 points. Raekwon Gray, 4 points and 6 rebounds for the Nets.
Yeah, the team percentages is really what stands out. Long Island just 28.5% from the floor, 14 out of 49. They shoot it 4 of 18 from deep. And the fouls really piled up in the first half. 17 fouls called on Long Island in the first half, 13 on College Park. The SkyHawks shoot it 49% as a team and 40% from downtown. Just more efficient offensively, and I think, here in the third quarter, that's got to be the message for Long Island. They've created some good shots, but how do they start to knock those down with more consistency?
Adam Caporn and staff trying to solve that problem right now. The Nets shooting at just 4 of 12 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. As a whole in the second quarter, Kevin, just 7 of 26 from the field, 28%. We touched on it there. That is not going to win you a lot of ball games, especially when you consider that the Nets were twice as good from the field in that game against Delaware on Saturday, where they shot at 52%. And again, right now, 28% from the field here for the Long Island Nets. It has been a struggle here for Long Island, though there were some encouraging signs there, some positive signs there towards the latter half of the second quarter, particularly Kevin Bryce Brown. Had a little bit of a funk there in the first quarter. He was sent to the bench after a pretty ugly turnover, but has a short memory. You remember, short memory, right?
Yeah.
For Bryce Brown, able to knock down a couple of timely three-pointers that the Nets really needed, and obviously a guy that they've been leaning on for big chunks of their offense. He's been a very good three-point shooter over the last 3 games, shooting it at a 50% clip. You see Brown starting here the third quarter on the bench, but he should be in due time for Long Island as their chief threat from beyond the arc as we get ready here to start the second half.
Same 5 for Long Island to open up the third quarter. They've got Edwards, Randall, Raekwon Gray, Zagorowski, and Sharp. And for College Park, Seibert, Jeffries, Johnson, Okongwu, and Cooper. Matt, the tools to the second half are brought to you by Costello's Ace Hardware. Visit the helpful place for any of your home improvement needs.
We always talk about three-point shooting, Kevin, and for the Nets, again, it has been tough sledding, just 5 of 19 from beyond the arc. That is not going to get it done for Long Island. Day'Ron Sharp is such a key to what the Nets do, making his 4th appearance this season. 13 points, all of them coming in the first quarter. Also had 5 rebounds. And then